Ho ho ho, Ricky Claus is here with another sweet little nugget of Star Citizen. So let's get started with what I'm sure you all want to know. I'm running this on the highest graphics settings, and at the moment I'm getting about 32 frames. Goes up to 40 on occasion, and to my absolute surprise, I get the exact same amount when I'm not recording. Fraps does not seem to affect this game at all, which is nuts. I've never experienced that. Game settings. So I mean, there's not a lot you can do. You can up the resolution to ridiculous amounts here. This is stupid. I mean, look at this. Look at this bloody resolution here. What? Yeah, so very high, medium, low. That's really it. That's all you got here. And of course, this is alpha. Actually, I'm not even sure if they're calling it alpha, even alpha yet. It's like pre-alpha. So you can't expect a lot. But the fact that it just runs so smooth on the highest settings, and this looks absolutely beautiful. Look at it. It's amazing. I've never seen anything this glorious and real looking. Alright, so first things first, let's have a look at some animations here. Look at him go. I mean, I'm not sure if people actually run like that when they're running sideways. I think that's how it looks, but I mean, it looks bloody good, doesn't it? The movement, turning around, he actually shuffles his feet. Look at that. The only thing that's a little wonky is jumping. Right? But I mean, no one does jumping right. And I think that's because to make jumping look realistic, then it wouldn't be functional. I think I could get away with it if it was like a leaping animation instead. That'd totally work. But humans generally can't really jump that far or high under normal circumstances. And I think the very, very few games that have realistic jumping, it's usually like it's not a game about jumping. You know what I mean? It's kind of just an afterthought, nothing really important. And whenever you got to jump over things or climb up ledges or something, you have to do it with a button press, stuff like that. Like they did it in Witcher 2, that you couldn't jump freely. Anyway, this is really cool. I love this. That you can actually see your feet. I love it when they do that. That is so awesome. Alright, enough freaking out about the animations. I'm going to show you something else that's pretty cool. So we're going to hit F here and use this holographic console thing. Now this, I thought was really ingenious. To interact with this, I hold tab and now I get a mouse cursor. Right? And that's how I interact with it. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? I just think that's a really clever way to go about dealing with this, you know, interacting with consoles and whatnot in a realistic game like this. So I mean, that's really freaking cool. We can leave that open. No worries. Let's go upstairs before we check out the ship. It's a little finicky. Okay, there we go. Unfortunately, you can't climb up ladders in first person, which is a shame, but I'm sure they'll add that in at some point. Check this out, man. It's just beautiful. My god, like, I wouldn't mistake this for reality, partly because the anti-aliasing is a little weird and you got like crazy pop in like that. But really, I mean, the reason I wouldn't mistake this for reality is, I've said this before, I think games are at the point now where they look better than reality. They're not as high resolution as reality, but you know, this is not real. I don't think this is, like, if you were to recreate this in real life, this whole hangar with a ship and the lighting and everything, it still wouldn't look like this. You'd need like special movie magic lighting and shit like that to make it look this atmospheric and cool. And I think lighting is that's the biggest component in making something look real. So yeah, I think we're at the point now where games look better than reality. The only thing they have to work on now is upping the resolution to the point where you can't see pixels or polygons or anything like that. That's the only thing. But man, oh, this is so glorious. Look at all this. So this is the extent of it. Let's just have a look around, make sure that nothing else is interactable. Now I've just got the one ship, but if you... Oh, Jesus. No, I did not want to do that. I've just got the one ship, but look at this. The shine on the metal. So awesome. Anyway, if I had more than one ship, then I assume that side, the bulkhead would open up, and I'd be able to check out that ship as well. But alas, only one. Yeah, nothing else here to play with. I know there's a door. Hang on, I haven't tried crouching yet. Can we crouch? Yep, and we can totally get under the ship. Yeah, baby. Look at that. My God. Okay, so I believe through here, which doesn't work yet. My memory's a little fuzzy. It's either going to be like a community lounge type thing where you can interact with the players, like some kind of lobby, I don't know, or it's going to be your personal quarters that you can customize. One or the other, or both. I can't really remember which. I'll have to double check. So there you go. That's the extent of the hangar. Now for the really exciting shit. This is gonna blow your mind. It totally blew my mind. Come on, open up. Look at the attention to detail here. This is insane. Yeah, a little bit of camera clipping, but that's to be expected. This is... Yeah, I'm reasonably sure that they're not even calling this alpha yet. Because, I mean, it's not a game. This is just a module. This is just part of the game. So what is it? Okay, so that opens the other side. Cool. Do we get stairs? What do we got here? Oh, yeah. That is so awesome. Oh, the detail. It's ridiculous. Alright, we haven't gotten to the good part yet. Man. Cool. Two entrances is always a good idea. Alright, you ready for this? This is going to blow your mind. Look at that! Look at the detail! This does not look like anything that you would ever find in a game engine that you can actually interact with, that you can actually play. This whole thing looks like a cutscene. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, ready for this? Oh, look at that. Pedals moving. Leaning into the... Oh, my God. This is obscene. This is absolutely obscene. Oh, there we go. So we got many camera options while inside the ship. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the distortion looking through the glass. The attention to detail is phenomenal. It's absolutely ridiculous. And the fact that this runs on the highest settings while recording at a very stable 30 frames is insane. Now I'm sure... Okay, there's a little bit of a camera glitch. Okay, that's the first little glitch I've come across. There we go, that's first person. Hang on, let's see him get out of the chair again. I mean, of course this is going to be... It's going to become a lot more taxing when you're actually in a dogfight or whatever. Clearly. And it defaulted my settings to high. And that was beyond smooth. It was ridiculously responsive. So I mean, I think I'll be playing it on high settings. Did you see that? Looking at the feed and everything. This is insane. I think I'll be playing it on high settings, but I just wanted to show you everything that has, looking at his ass, nice. Everything that it has to offer in terms of visuals. It's insane, man. Now, I was going through the comments of that X Rebirth video that I made, and there's a lot of X Rebirth versus Star Citizen stuff there, which is great. I mean, I love spirited debate. That's absolutely fine. And you know, I mean, I'm on both sides. I'm excited for both of them, and I think they can both exist in the same universe, so to speak. But while I did take the stance that X Rebirth is going to be here in just about a month, and Star Citizen is probably more than 2 years away at this point, I'm not really going to compare the two. And even if you forget about that fact, that Star Citizen's just so far away, they're two completely different games. In fact, I wouldn't even call Star Citizen a game. I'd say X Rebirth is a simulator, no doubt. But Star Citizen is not a game, and I wouldn't even call it a simulator. Crazy, right? I reckon... Because look, let's break it down. X Rebirth is... It's a AI, it's a computer-generated world, right? It's got simulated economy and all that kind of fun crap. It's a simulation. I don't think anyone can argue with that, right? Now the controversial part of that is Star Citizen is less a simulation, more an online world. Because as I understand it, it's going to be filled with, you know, other players. That's the whole point. So it's kind of like an MMO in the same vein as Guild Wars 2, you know, in that, you know, you buy the product and then you can play online forever with no monthly fees and all that jazz. So there's look, I'm just speculating here. I actually don't know for sure. I can't remember, but there's probably going to be NPCs just so that certain parts of the game will work, you know, even if like there's no one online. But I believe most of like the encounters, people you'll come across while flying around, they're going to be players, and that's the whole point. So that kind of makes me reluctant to call it a simulator. And it seems like too complex for a game. So you could say it's like the most complex game ever. Or the most immersive. It's definitely the most immersive thing I've come across. And just the attention to detail is ridiculous. Let's see if we can... Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, you can sprint, so that's cool. See, yeah, I mean, what do you call it? It's like, you know what? It's like an experience. Now, before you call me pretentious and wanky here, let me just explain myself. There are certain movies that are less movies and more an experience. For example, Cloverfield, District 9 to a certain extent, The Road, definitely, with Viggo Mortensen, that post-apocalyptic thing. They're movies that you watch and it's bloody intense while you're watching it. And you wouldn't necessarily want to ever see them again, just because it's like hard work to watch it, just because they're so in-your-face intense or depressing, especially The Road. So that's the kind of movie experience that I'd say, this isn't a movie so much as it is, you know, an experience. You watch it once, you have that experience, and that's it. You don't revisit it. You know? It's like most people, they go overseas to somewhere they've always wanted to be. I don't know, like France to see the Eiffel Tower or something. And that's it. They've done that and they don't go again. The average person I'm talking about. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like a holiday. Yeah, it's like a escapism, a holiday into a made-up world. And I think that's what you can call this. This is like, and I know I'm loading a lot onto it. It's just a hangar module. It's not even a game yet. But just based on what we've been told, what we've been promised by the developers, this is less a game, less a simulator, and more a virtual world. Yes, I think that's the best way to describe it. It's like Second Life, but fun. Oh! He went there. Anyway, that's enough of me being all philosophical and blabbering on about stuff you probably don't even care about. The point of this video was to show you the hangar module and how bloody friggin' cool it looks. Look at this, guys. This is absolutely amazing. This makes me very excited. It's just a shame we gotta wait 2 years. I think the dogfighting module should be coming out next year. I'm pretty sure. If memory serves, I kind of thought early next year. I think. So that'd be cool to get into some ships and actually do some shooting. That'll be fun. But for now, this is what we've got. And it runs surprisingly well. My God, guys. Alright. Thanks for watching. Rock on. I'll see you next time.